This is a Headgum original.
If I were you, I wouldn't trust what the doctors do. There are things that shrinks can't prove, and there's truths that friends are too scared to tell you. There's calls that helpers won't take it, sympathy your girl can't fake it, and foreskin woes your mama can't shake. If I were you, I'd mail Amir and Jake. If I were you, I'd mail Amir and Jake. If I were you, I'd mail Amir and Jake.
Damn, that had some edge to it. That was like Johnny Cash style.
I thought it was like Flight of the Conchords, sort of like jokey.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that it was kind of like Walk the Line style.
Yeah, like Dewey Cox.
Yeah, like this guy murdered someone in cold blood, and he's just walking away down a dirt road.
I was thinking of like the parody of that.
Right.
That like John C. Reilly movie.
Totally. I guess, yeah, probably more that.
I guess it just shows how secure I am in my masculinity.
In my masculinity.
I'm so secure in your masculinity and insecure in mine. That was written by Tib and Nib.
Great.
Again, these are theme songs that I'm searching in our old history.
Yeah.
That I hope we haven't used before, but again, this is a great time to send your own.
Right. Because we're in need.
Yes. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel. We're trying to do our best. We're getting through all of them. And then these are what I'm finding right now. So if you have been sitting on an idea, now's your chance. If I were you show at gmail.com.
Okay.
That was sent in, oh my God, 1998.
That was before I even met you.
Pre Gmail.
Yeah, pre us.
Yeah, it was sent to my AOL account. I was a high schooler and sort of a mod on a message board.
Yeah, and I think I was in 8th grade.
Yeah, for original music.
Wow.
I would go into these AOL chat rooms and sort of like, send me these MP3 files, and you would choose, and they would email them to you.
Yeah. Damn, we've been doing this for a long time.
I forget what those were even called. That was, Tib and Nib sent in by James Tickle.
Cool.
So namaste and thank you for that.
Did they say anything to plug, or was it so long ago that...
It was all this shit that doesn't even exist. Like, plug this website that's, now defunct. Yeah, this business that's gone away.
Gone under.
And then a bunch of stuff about, like, pre-pandemic life.
If you search his name, it's just an obituary. So.
He died of
old age.
Yeah, he was 119.
Amazing.
The world's oldest nun passed away recently. It's actually a London-based bluesy soundtrack, all the way from the right side of the pond.
Cool.
Speaking of pond, I'm back in New York City, or I should say I'm still in New York City.
Yeah, still in New York City, still in the studio, cooking up the sauce.
And you say that because it's really hot in here.
Yeah, it is a stew in the roux.
The radiators are a very East Coast thing that doesn't exist out west.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
I think it was an older, because the West is newer, a lot of houses are like run on electric heat out there.
Yeah. And what is this? Like the iron accordion.
It's a steam heat.
Yeah.
So there's a boiler downstairs. That's hot water running through.
And that's that, just boiling water through pipes.
That's what I have in my house. It's a great source of heat. It's not super expensive. It's nice and even. It doesn't get too dry. You'll notice that your hotel room probably feels dry because it's got the hot air
heat
blowing at you. This is steam heat. It's good.
So it's
the
like
problem is that it's too good.
Or you can't be very specific about it. Just here's a lot of steam or here's no steam.
It's either off or on.
Yeah, and this is always on.
So like if you, for instance, in my house, I have a little more control. I can turn off an individual radiator. I also control the thermostat.
Yeah.
In this office, there's no thermostat.
It's
just the building, starting like in November, turns on the boiler.
Yeah.
And the radiators are on, and that's that.
And do you know what is boiling and where?
Water.
Okay.
And it's in the basement.
Interesting. So there's a giant vat of hot water boiling in the basement.
Yeah, and it's sending that water or the steam from the water through the pipes.
Yeah. And then when you hear like the sound of a hammer or a wrench against an iron pipe.
Right. I think Mike Comite explained it to us once. That's like the pipe itself expanding because of the steam that's going through it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And that just straight up only exists in the the East Coast, maybe, because it's like an easy way to.
Or like I think it exists. I think it exists in places where there was like older infrastructure.
Yeah, and now in Los Angeles, how are we getting heat?
You guys do like HVAC systems. It's those big like electric units. Sometimes they're like under your house or on your roof, and they're blowing either hot or cold air.
And who knows how that happens? That's not steam. That's just
I think it pulls. It pulls air from outside and like runs it through either hot or cold pipes.
Right.
Or yes, I think, I don't know.
This is what we have to if we're gonna start building our own. Like, if we're pivoting and building our own office buildings, that's the kind of shit we have to
you and I are going to become builders, and we're going to be...
This should be like the thing.
You're going to be a general contractor, and I'm going to be a handyman. We should say we're retiring the podcast in May.
Right. 10-year anniversary.
10-year anniversary. We were trying to figure out the idea for our next podcast.
Which is just to make a house.
And then we were just like, why do we even have to do a podcast? It's too hard.
Yeah.
We were like, it's too hard.
Yeah.
And we should just be like, why don't we just fucking, you know what? Why don't we just do something that we can just like do week to week a little bit easier? Yeah. And that was like building a house.
That actually would be a good podcast for us, or a show.
That Jake and Amir build a house.
We buy a plot of land, 100 by 100 in fucking Bakersfield or some shit.
Yeah. Just middle of nowhere.
And it's like, build a house, make me a house. All right, YouTube. First thing to do. What is it? Like foundation, I guess? And we have to like literally go piece by piece.
That's a great idea. I would love that.
And then like, I don't know, the wood frame seems to be an early thing. Like you got to cut wood, and people build houses. We just have never done it.
Right. We should be able to do it.
In theory.
Because the other people that build houses are humans just like us.
Yeah, and they at one point didn't know. I bet they weren't all like 40.
Yeah,
they were probably younger and more active.
Yeah, but I mean, 40 is not. I'm also not 40. Yeah. 40 is still pretty young.
Right.
You can learn new things.
Right. Like even if I bought a piece of land and I hired someone to build a house, how many people would that be, and like how long would it take them?
I mean, I kind of did it. It wasn't a plot of land, but I kind of tore my house down to the studs.
Right. We wouldn't even have the studs.
Yeah.
We would have to put up studs.
Sometimes that's even harder, though, they say.
Yeah.
But anyway, it took about a year.
And it was more than two of them, or
I guess it took about like 8 months.
But that was a bigger-ish building. I want to just build a 1-bedroom home.
If you want to build a studio house,
and I built this house, it would be cool to say I built a house.
Yeah. Did it have 2 floors or 1 floor?
Of course, just one.
Just the 1 floor.
Because
you don't want
to
do stairs.
House. No, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do floors.
And would you be willing to do like IKEA cabinets, or you're like, I don't even want to put together IKEA cabinets?
Oh, interesting. Like, yeah, like how custom, like, do I have to make the wood for the floor, or like do we order floor and
install it? Yeah,
we'd have to install it.
I would think that it's like we can order wood and you do the installation.
Yeah,
it's not like, because we're not.
I don't want to die.
Season 2 is like we cut down the tree,
right.
We plane the wood, we sand the wood, we treat the wood.
Right.
But that's
not even, we have to first do like the frame in wood, right?
Yeah. So, well, I mean, it depends. In Bakersfield, we might not even need to we wouldn't need to like dig a real like basement. We could probably do, it needs a foundation, but it doesn't.
Pour
it's not
concrete. Is that how it works?
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say
soup to nuts.
For us doing this thing, we're going to dig a foot down.
Yeah.
In the exact floor plan that we want. So say the house is going to be 20 by 20.
Yeah.
Because it's just a studio.
I got it right here. A 1/4-acre lot in Bakersfield.
How much?
It's a big rectangle.
Okay.
26th King Street.
Okay.
It's $69,000.
All right. So we buy this land.
Mm-hmm. This land is your land.
Yeah, this land is my land. And then we do 1 foot down to the dirt.
Yeah. It looks like it's already down to the dirt.
Yeah. So we pour concrete in that. So that's a nice little concrete foundation. Then we're gonna need some rebar.
Yeah, that's the steel.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I see just wood. It's not even steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume the plumbing is also part of it too. We have to do pipes and welding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You'd have to do that.
Yeah.
That's why you would kind of need something that was already connected to
the city
grid,
city, which this looks like it is. It's not like out there in the land. There's neighbors to the left and right of this.
Yeah.
You can see this. It's a really nice.
That's a good plot.
That's a good plot.
That's a nice piece.
That's a really nice piece, right?
Land.
And then we can sell it to a fan at the end of it. This is the only house we built, the house that Jake and Amir built.
Yeah.
We'd have to live in Bakersfield for a year.
Right. Which is why I would kind of want to pitch you doing it in the Catskills.
Interesting.
With me.
Isn't that more of a weather-related issue, though? Like, you could,
I wouldn't want to do it
when
start
it's cold.
in the spring. It's not a big deal.
And then when it's like really steamy hot in the summer, it might be hard to the welding and all that stuff, the woodwork.
But that's just how it builds character.
Yeah. And then when it gets cold, do we continue or we sort of call it?
Yeah, we get those like cool kind of like, those like jumpers, like the mechanic suit type thing.
And then we would do it in there from the winter on.
For the winter. But I mean, as long as we can get over the spring and the summer and the early fall, we can get the walls up.
Yeah.
Then I feel like during the winter, we're just doing like the electric.
Yeah. That also seems hard, right? Like with wires and shit.
That one seems the hardest because it's like
you might get burned.
Yeah, you could electrocute yourself and die.
Yeah.
Everything else you could die, but you're more likely to be maimed. I feel like connecting our house to the power grid.
Yeah, that's a dangerous episode or day. Right. Yeah, but also hammering wood and like doing probably like mechanical nail insertion. Poof,
yeah,
poof, poof.
Yeah.
And who's to say this house will be made well?
Yeah, it wouldn't necessarily.
Is that legal to sell a house that wasn't good? Like, do I have to have a license to do this stuff so that they can prove?
Yeah, I think we would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't just like, anybody can't make a house and then sell it because then it wouldn't be good or it would collapse or something. It's
I think you need to, I'm sure you do need to be licensed, but I also think if you're building from scratch, you need to like file it.
Yeah,
with
the city.
Right. And there's somebody in the city that will look at those plans and be like,
we approve.
Yeah. But that said, there is not necessarily anyone checking the work day to day. It's just like the threat of that may be happening.
And in Bakersfield, it's probably less.
So the plans could be approved. Mm-hmm. We build the house.
Yeah.
It won't pass inspection.
No.
But it will be built.
We could live there.
Yeah.
We probably couldn't sell it.
Maybe not.
But then we could live there.
Or maybe you could sell it and in the disclosure, you say, this house is not connected to the sewer. This house is not connected to the electric.
Because that's hard. You need jackhammer and all this stuff.
It hasn't passed inspection. And, they sell houses that are foreclosed. They sell houses that are tear downs. They sell houses that are like...
I want it to be turnkey.
It won't be... It won't be turnkey. We don't know how to do that.
I want it to basically have a for sale sign and it's move-in ready.
We could do a container house. Something.
That's when you like buy it.
Right. So you buy the land. Yeah. You buy the land. We do the foundation.
Yeah, which is just concrete.
Yeah, we do the bare minimum.
Get somebody else.
Then
to
we
do
have
that.
the shipping container.
It
delivered.
arrives having had.
Yeah, but that's just the structure. Not totally. That's the structure, and then we build it from a kit.
Interesting.
They make prefab home kits.
What about an RV?
Is that just a pivot?
I'm just saying, we get the land or not, and we just buy a fucking sick-ass RV that's turnkey.
Yeah.
Then you just plop it down.
And sell that as a house.
Because
we got that for that plot.
Yeah. So we sell the plot plus the RV.
I say connect the RV, but you connect it to plumbing, so you never have to like deal with the gray water. You can shit into a real toilet in
That's
your
really
RV.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it is still turnkey.
Turnkey.
It's turnkey.
It's turnkey.
And it's an RV that will paint.
It's an RV that's turnkey.
It's a turnkey RV.
Turnkey RV.
We'll fucking paint it red or whatever.
I do think there's something in the prefab house. Jake and Amir build a house from a fucking instruction manual.
Yeah,
that's what all of the craftsman homes are.
Or like ADUs. They're like, we'll just ship you and you fucking plot it in, and then you build it like an IKEA dog house. But
and
it's a house.
We rent a fucking crane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that part.
You know how to rent a crane? You fucking call someone.
And then if it's already pre-built, then do you have to do the licenses and like make sure you're an accredited builder of sorts, or
maybe? I haven't looked into it. We're talking about it right now. But it would be turnkey.
It has to be turnkey.
It'd be turnkey.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it would actually be turnkey.
So we buy a plot of land, and then we buy like a pre-built sort of ADU. Mm-hmm. There's even ones that they straight up plop onto with a crane. You don't have to build anything.
Yeah.
They just
that
drop
just costs more
it like
cash.
it's hot.
But yeah.
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 Because there's no ADU is basically an additional dwelling that you have on your property.
Right.
But there's no selling, there's going to be a house here or not. It could just be the ADU.
That's true.
It could just be the home office.
It's the dwelling. It's the DU.
We can get two if that makes you feel any better.
That's true. 2 ADU makes a 2 DU.
Right. And then we sell it ideally at a profit because I don't want to spend an entire year working on something and lose money.
From my experience watching Flip or Flop, it's a really good business model.
So if you think we buy this land for $69K,
yeah,
how much do you think the
$69K
ADU is?
We buy the ADU $200K, but that's financed. That's not.
Two.
Yeah, so that's $400K. We're
Plus
in the hole plus 69,
half a mil, give or take.
Ish. You probably want to leave some
taxes and tip if you want to tip the guy that bricks it.
Yeah. I think you want to leave something for incidentals.
Like something bricks,
that's
going to happen. Yeah. Let's call it $600K.
$600K all in.
Okay.
But then we sell it for $2-3 million.
Well, I'm looking at other houses in the area just as comps.
Comps, yeah.
They're just a little bit above that $69K.
That's interesting.
So this house is $81,000.
I think we'd take a bath on that. But at the same time, you need to have that experience because you're building up your portfolio, you're building up your reputation, and you're not going to sell a $2 million house.
You learn a shitload about yourself and like the whole process.
Yeah, exactly.
So that next time when you do buy shit, it's at a profit.
Yeah.
So first
and
one,
it is turnkey.
It has to be turnkey.
Yeah.
And the weather is going to be nice because it's Bakersfield, it's Southern California after
That's true.
all. I'm just worried is all.
Yeah.
That let's say someone comes in and raises our land, basically scorched earth, doesn't want us there.
Yeah.
Makes it inconvenient for us to build.
Yeah.
They make the soil ungrowable, unsustainable to the point where the foundation isn't anything. It's a sinkhole.
Right.
It's a sinkhole. And we lose the ADU.
And we
lose the land.
It's burn key.
They burn the key. They give me a liquid metal disc. The whole thing was I'm sorry, I said it was burn key.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one idea for our pivot.
Instead of podcasting.
Yeah.
We become builders.
Yes.
And salesmen.
Yes. Real estate agents of sorts. Yeah. We'll call that plan A for now just because it's
pretty good.
It's pretty good. We would lose $500,000 and not waste, but spend a year of our lives in Bakersfield.
Yeah. Enjoy Bakersfield for a year and learn a lot about ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you tell anyone where we went? Or would you sort of turn your phone off? And
I think I'd ghost. I would ghost everyone. I would ghost the entire world.
Ghost protocol.
And they wouldn't know to look for me in Bakersfield unless they're listening to this episode, but thankfully no one is.
Yeah. Would you do anything social media wise, or would you sort of hide yourself?
I think I would do all black story post, say BRB.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then that's basically your way of saying deuces, goodbye, I'm gone.
Once a month, all black story with the shh emoji.
Yeah.
And actually, I would different emoji every month. So first one, shh, then second
the
one,
new Jake emoji
sleep.
drop.
Yeah. And like little do I know, but someone's selling those in a store
or a
like
zine
the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Zine. I'm actually making cash on the side.
It's
a viral sensation phenomenon.
It's Banksy meets missing milk carton style art.
It's
performance art.
Yeah, it's Louis Vuitton meets Louis' lunch.
It's Marcel Duchamp. This is not a pipe style gotcha journalism / art.
Yes.
To the point where you're just selling a toilet and people are talking about
it. Exactly.
That's really cool.
Avant-garde.
Yeah. Meets
a bank account at Vanguard.
Really?
Yes, because that's how much it costs.
Again, this is us just sort of freestyling. We haven't given it much thought.
You've heard of Karl Lagerfeld? This is Karl Bakersfield.
I actually haven't heard of the first one.
Really?
Yeah. Is he like a fashion
you heard of
icon?
the second one?
Yeah, Baker's.
Carl Bakersfield.
Oh, no, not that. Yeah.
Okay.
I have only heard of Bakersfield.
Okay, forget it.
Okay, let's take a break, thank some sponsors, and really just marinate on that whole idea.
Yeah, I like it.
And then we'll be back after these messages.
Right on.
Thank you to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this episode of our show.
Hell yeah.
Good news. We can now offer up to $350 off these mattresses.
Yes.
I mean, that's a sizable chunk.
That's a lot off of a mattress.
350.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Right. Really is.
I mean, especially for a mattress that you personally sleep on.
Yeah. When I'm away, just came back from tour.
Yeah.
I long for my bed.
That's right.
I am so excited to get home and sleep in my Helix.
Because it was tailor-made for you.
It's better mattress than I stay in hotels. You know, you think of like a nice hotel having a good mattress. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to this Helix mattress.
Well, I mean, because you took this test. Yeah, the sleep quiz.
Exam. Yeah.
So they know exactly
what test.
They know what mattress to send to you.
Exactly.
They ask you some very fun, easy questions.
It's a collaborative environment. We build a mattress together.
You don't.
And I think it's pretty scientific, the kind of things that go into it, because it's not just coils and springs and fucking
You answer some
foam or
fun,
whatever.
easy questions on their sleep quiz, and they send you a personalized mattress to order for you.
We custom engineered a mattress.
You don't work for Helix. We're endorsing Helix. You did not engineer it.
I am a scientist.
You're not.
They call me a sleep scientist.
It's a premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your sleep preferences. They have 14 unique mattresses.
Damn.
Including a line of luxury models.
That's what I got.
So check them out at helixsleep.com/ifiwereyou. And when you use that promo code HelixPartner, you can get up to $350 off.
That's amazing.
I mean, my gosh. That's helixsleep.com/ifiwereyou. You take their quiz. What kind of sleeper are you? Side, medium, soft, upright, downright, upside down, right side up, cool, hot.
Yep.
And they create that perfect mattress for you. And if you go to helix.com/ifiwereyou, up to $350 off.
It's amazing.
The promo code is HelixPartner.
Yep.
So there you have it.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Helix. And we're back. All right, let's try to answer some questions.
Yeah.
We're not just general contractors anymore.
That's true.
We have wisdom to dispense in addition to that.
Yeah.
So this is from a guy who's training for a marathon.
Nice. He ran some marathons.
Yeah. So we'll call him Steve Prefontaine.
Cool.
I've been training for a marathon that's coming up in the fall, right, Steve? Most days I will start my run by going on a path around a lake in Minneapolis, which has been heavily populated this summer due to the beautiful weather.
Love Minneapolis.
Recently, I've been seeing the same gorgeous girl jogging nearly every day, going around a lake in the opposite direction as me. How does that work? So it's like, yeah, like that.
Right.
Every like,
Yeah.
loop,
Yeah.
passing,
Right.
passing.
Everyone got it.
She's tan, fit, fast, and a dime. Whenever I see her, we make eye contact and smile, but these interactions last a mere second before we pass. I would love to introduce myself to this girl and get to know her, but I have no idea how to go about doing this. Part of me thinks she wouldn't be opposed to me talking to her because we smile every day. However, this is Minnesota. Everyone smiles at each other. Minnesota nice is a very real thing.
Right.
Presenting an even bigger challenge is the fact that she runs with headphones in. Living in a big city, it's unlikely that I will ever see this girl in a different context, so I feel like this could be my only option. Help me start a conversation with this girl that I see on average 5 seconds a day.
Yeah.
How do I smoothly say hi without stopping or making her turn off her headphones? Thank you, and please come back to Minneapolis soon. Love, Steve.
So, you're running closer to her. You eat shit. Just like 10 or 15.
Trip over your own 2 feet.
Yeah.
Superman.
Face plant. Right onto the pavement. Front teeth. Gone. They are not
What
chipped.
happened to her?
Oh, fuck.
I must have gotten tackled by the invisible boogeyman. Bleeding out of your mouth.
Help me. Oh, help me. Are you a dentist?
I'm an American. Water. Collapsed trachea. Collapsed lung. broken face, scratched nose.
She kneels down. Oh my God, don't worry. My husband's a doctor.
This is how I met your mother.
I think
what's wrong with a note?
Passing a note?
Like a baton. I see you all the time. I just wanted to say hi without stopping you. Ball's in her court. She may read it. She may not, but at least you gave it a minimal effort. Or maybe it could be like the "Do you like me? Yes or no" situation.
It makes for such an intense next run.
Yeah, or next loop.
Right.
You got to give it on the last loop. You got to
do 2 loops.
Yeah.
I see how that's charming and that's cute, but I think that would almost make me feel like then every single time I saw her, I'd be like, did you read the note? Did you, like, what did you think? I don't know.
Feel free to ignore the note.
Yeah. It also kind of, even though that seems sweet, I feel like that also, in a way, ruins her run for a long time. Because now she'll be like, I don't want to, I'm not interested, but what do I have to like respond, or I'm just going to keep on like seeing every single time.
Yeah. I mean, everything's a good idea if you're hot.
Yeah.
If you're hot, it's a great idea. Right. This cute guy gave me a note. Oh my God, this is awesome. I have a crush. Yeah. Versus this annoying dude who I think is stalking me is now reaching out.
Right.
And I'm not interested.
Yeah. And that's kind of the dichotomy that guys are supposed to live with, I think. Like, you should always think that what you do can be perceived as hot or creepy. There's too many guys out there thinking that everything they do is hot.
Yeah.
And there's also too many guys thinking out there that everything they do is creepy. Because we get a lot of nice guys that are afraid to be confident.
Correct.
And then we get a lot of oblivious guys that don't realize they're being insane.
Absolutely.
But you have to consider both ends of the spectrum, especially when you're doing something like this. Which is why I think what you do is when you see her, you pull over to the side of the lake for a little stretch. You're taking a break and you wave and say hi. Escalate beyond just the nod. Escalate beyond the smile. A friendly hello, and kind of use your body language to open up. You can, your teeth are chipped. You have no front teeth.
Where are you going?
Just start chasing. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting. You start running the other way. But
that's creepy, I think.
Unless you start at the exact
you start running
same
the other
time.
way, that is, you start chasing her.
Yeah,
that's not.
But then you hear some stories at like weddings, like, and then he had to chase me.
Yeah,
like an hour.
I don't think they mean physically like that.
Really?
I do the pullover, the stretch, open body language, the hello, and maybe even like, hey, how's your day going? How's your run, or something like that.
Interesting.
So if she's like, you know what, I've been like waiting for this guy to talk to me, I'll stop and chat. Or she doesn't give you anything and she just does the run, the smile.
Yeah.
It might just be like, it's nice to see a friendly face on the run.
Yeah. Or t-shirt message, running with a jacket on.
I feel that's
Love Actually style.
Yeah. I love you.
Will you run for me? I'm running for you.
Yeah.
Are you tired because you're jogging through my mind?
You have something to talk about. You're both running and you're training for a marathon.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going? Are you training for this marathon? Are you training for anything?
Do you get a runner's high? Because I'm a runner and I say hi.
Yeah.
Could be another cute thing to write on the card.
After you chip your teeth and you're falling down.
After I'm an American. After will you save me?
Yeah. It feels like there's enough to talk about that you can actually start a conversation and just seemingly be friendly. Because like the note is like open. It's like first time you speak is, I'm attracted to you.
Yeah.
I'm interested in you in a sexual way. The other one is just like, if it doesn't seem like the vibes are there, you're still only just talking. And everyone is allowed to talk to each other.
It's legal?
It is illegal.
What is it? Is it? That could be the good question for the note. Is it illegal to talk?
It's...
Huh?
You are like, I'm talking to you. How's your run? Are you training for anything? And if she doesn't give you a lot, then you'll know she's not interested.
Interesting.
Versus, here is my opening gambit is, will you go on a date with me? And you have to reject me before you even hear what I'm about.
Yeah. I do like the general idea of putting yourself out there to a very light extent so that one, you can't get rejected really.
Right. Because you're just saying hello.
Yeah. And the other one is, you don't want to put her in a situation where now she has to address you instead of go for a run.
Don't ruin her run. Yeah. But I don't think that saying hello and asking how her run is going is ruining the run.
No.
But she'll give you a signal that continuing down this line,
of course,
will ruin my run going forward.
Yeah.
And then you stop. But it sounds like this person is pretty courteous already.
Yeah.
So I don't think you necessarily need this much advice.
It would be sad to give her a note. She then stops running.
Yeah.
Gets into a car
never see her
and drives away.
Yeah. And the weather's been great. It's a nice run.
You ruined her lake.
You ruined the lake for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want that to happen. Don't ruin a lake for someone.
Right. But, the end of the marathon will mean the end of your training, so clock is ticking.
Yeah, unless he loves the run.
Okay. Let us know how that goes. I'm curious.
Yeah.
It is hard to do. Another, example of this is, cute girl at the gym.
Yeah.
It's an impossible situation because you don't want to make the gym a weird place or you see videos of I'm constantly getting hit on at the gym. I'm just there to work out.
Yeah, definitely.
This is kind of a gym situation.
Kind of.
I get that all the time. Whenever I used to go work out, I get fitness models coming up to me and it's I'm just here to work out too. Yeah. I don't know any more than this person, place, or thing.
Yeah. What gym were you working out at?
Me?
Yeah.
I did this weird prison gym style place.
And there were fitness models that would go there?
They wouldn't go there. They would be doing private Pilates style classes.
And they would talk to you
nearby.
In a park. They were okay.
I was doing valet. So I'd park their cars, and they'd be
working out in between.
Not really working out. I would just sort of park their cars, and then they'd be like, "Hey, have you seen my Volvo? Do you know where my car is?"
You worked at an Equinox or something.
Yeah, sort of a place that was a little bit more bougie. Uh-huh. And I would
and you would park the cars.
I would park their cars, and they would yell, or they would ask me
"Where's my Volvo?"
Little questions "Hey, where's my car? Have you seen my husband's?" Whatever.
You would lose their cars. You said people would hit on you when you were at the gym. Then I found out you did a prison-style workout in a parking. Excuse me. Why are you checking out?
Because when it's a story about your life, you're already sort of over it and bored. But yeah. Then what?
I'm just saying you lied to me. You lied to me. It sounds like you were a bad valet.
I was a bad valet near a gym. Mm-hmm. And I would get all
hit
these ladies. No? I would get ladies talking to me, asking me questions all the time.
But not
workout tips. No.
And not even questions what are you in? Yeah. Not like good questions. Cause it sounds like you lost a lot of people's cars.
Yeah. It would be
where's my car?
Where the fuck is my car?
Yeah.
Cause I would answer in coy ways and they would not have the time for it.
That's a cool way to that's a good way to guarantee girls will talk to you. Mm-hmm. Get a job as a valet.
Yeah.
Lose their car.
They have to
They won't stop talking to you because you'll have lost their fucking car.
Yeah. Where's my fucking car?
Yeah.
And then can I talk to your manager? These are all questions that you can turn into fun flirtatious conversations.
You want to get a hot woman to not leave you alone.
Yeah. Steal her car.
No, this is such bad advice. You shouldn't even make the joke.
Do not actually become a valet, we should say.
Don't really become a valet.
Yeah. And now I'm sort of starting to second guess the spilling in front of her and the note leaving as well.
Yeah.
Leave everybody alone.
We're out of the game. But no, people use... It's a nice way to meet somebody in the wild. I like the idea that people can meet while they're doing something that they love, and it's romantic and it's nice, and I hope that it happens. And I hope it happens for you guys.
Thank you. I actually needed to hear that because the valet shit has not been going well.
Yeah. It sounds like you lost a lot of cars. Yeah. I can't believe how many cars did you end up losing? 4.
This many.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not legally supposed to say the number.
Right. 4.
If you're watching on YouTube, I held up
the four fingers. Yeah.
4-finger discount. Okay, let's take another break. Answer some more questions after these messages.
Yeah.
And we're back. Here's an interesting one from a 29-year-old female from San Antonio.
Nice.
I feel like we've never been to San Antonio.
I've been to San Antonio.
When?
I was driving across the country, and I stopped in San Antonio.
Wow.
I went to a Hooters there.
Really?
Yes, by myself.
Interesting.
That's right.
How was it? I met my soulmate.
It was sad for me.
How were the wings?
The food was not good. I had a beer.
That's cool.
I was like in my 20s. I was driving across the country by myself. I had this vision that I would, like the women of Hooters would ask me what I was doing, and I'd tell them that I was driving across the country, and everyone would think I was so interesting.
Jack Kerouac style.
Yeah, that I'd make a lot of friends.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening was that I went to Hooters. No one talked to me.
Yeah. I didn't even take your order.
I sat at the bar.
So do I just tell you chicken wings, or how does that work?
And they were friendly. But I finished my wings, finished my beer, and then I left.
Any sides, or was it just sort of a...
I think I got a side of fries, chicken wings and fries.
That's cool.
And a pale ale.
Oh, that's nice. Time of day?
It was around 7 or 8 p.m.
Wow, late.
Yeah, late.
And then you're on the road again.
No, I slept in San Antonio because I was expecting to
make a friend.
Yeah, but I didn't.
I talked the bartender's ear off.
I'm actually not allowed in Hooters anymore. Not just San Antonio either.
You know how fucked up you have to be kicked out of a Hooters?
I tried that fall down and chip your teeth thing
on the way to the bathroom.
That's my move.
All right, this 29-year-old female, who we'll call Heather, writes, I've always been single and I've never had an interest in dating. I've always known that I don't want children, especially since leaving college. I've been very self-assured that I'm happy as is without a partner.
Okay.
I have great relationships with friends and family. I have a great job. I'm a new homeowner. Here's my problem. What do I call myself? Every time I say single, I feel like I'm implying that I'd rather not be single. Other terms I've heard sound too negative, too sad, or flat out sarcastic, such as single and not looking, self-partnered.
Oh, wow.
Consciously single, single by choice.
Right.
People in my life are understanding and accept it, but I struggled with finding the right words to succinctly express that I'm single and it's my permanent status, not a phase. It's intentional, and I'm not sad or bitter.
Wow, I love it.
Do either of you know anyone with a similar status? And how do they define themselves when the people ask if they're married or in a relationship?
Oh, I don't know if I do know anybody with that status.
Yeah, I know people who are single and don't want to be.
Yeah, mostly I do too. Most of the single people I know are looking, or at the very least single and like actively dating, so they probably want to put single out there.
Yeah.
You know, not like single and happy.
Consciously single.
Single and good is pretty...
That's right.
Simple.
I'm Dracula, dead and loving it.
Or what if you say, like, instead of like a single, you just say unattached.
Oh, that's good.
No,
so I'm not attached to anybody.
Yeah.
But then it lacks the implying that she's purposefully doing so.
Right. How about free?
On purpose.
Yeah.
I'm free.
I have no obligations.
I have
no
socially obligated to be with.
Yeah.
Nor do I wish to be with anybody.
Unencumbered.
Yeah. I'm a free spirit / independent
free agent.
soul. Free agent though implies that
you're looking for a team.
Yeah. Although what's necessarily bad about that? If she says I'm single, what is she afraid of? That somebody will think
someone could kind of be like, oh, that means you're lonely. Mm-hmm. But I guess to that point that like preempting that almost makes it sound like you're being defensive.
Right.
You can let somebody I feel like take it back, just be like, yeah, I'm single. And everyone's like, oh, you are looking for a partner? It's like, no. Yeah, I'm not. Let them come at you with your assumptions and then shoot them down. Mm-hmm. But maybe you're non-confrontational and you just don't. That's probably what I would do too. I think I would just be like single and happy about it.
Yeah, I'm single but joyous to be that
Happily
way.
Single?
Yeah.
Happily single is pretty good.
I recently broke up.
Yeah.
That way they don't ask any more questions.
Right.
Nobody wants to hear that noise.
Yeah.
It was Pretty nasty, actually. Where are you going?
I'm in the middle of a bitter divorce.
I'm in a conscious uncoupling with a friend of mine.
I think that just, you could say single and smile. I'm single. Gladly. Start shaking with rage.
I'm glad to be here, not having had any relationship. I mean, she's still probably looking for friendship. She has friends. She has family.
Yeah.
Great relationship with both.
Yeah.
She has a great job and is a new homeowner.
Right. I think happily single is what I'd say.
I'm single happily. Yeah, happily single. Consciously single is not bad. She referenced that one and said it was kind of sad, but
consciously single does kind of sound like a little bit like stale to me. Consciously single is like I've given up on everybody and I've decided to be alone.
Yeah.
Happily single is like, this is my thing. This is what I'm into.
Yeah. Doesn't sound too bad because you can pretty much do whatever you want for the rest of your life until you die.
Single and loving it.
Yeah.
But that also kind of sounds like you're just fucking a lot, which maybe you are, which is cool.
Yeah. Does that happily single imply that she's not?
Right. Not looking for like a permanent partner, but maybe still looking to get her freak on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your freak on.
Get your freak on.
Actually, I have a few friends that I should probably recommend this to.
Really?
Yeah. People who are in relationships, but I think both
they'd be
sides,
happier.
Yeah.
Or you'd be happier if they were single.
Consciously single. Yeah.
Happily single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have my aunt and uncle.
Siggy.
He's my cousin, and you know that. And he married a saint, my other cousin.
I see.
Not that they were cousins.
Right.
But he became my cousin.
I see.
When he married into the family.
I didn't realize Siggy is your cousin.
Yeah. Well, isn't it a cousin if they married your cousin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like kind of fucked up to think.
Not really.
Every cousin is a kissing cousin.
Yeah, that's not
they're
how
kissing.
It works. They become your cousin.
Yeah.
It's not like
think about your cousin and who they married. Those are two of your cousins just fucking each other, quite frankly. It's disgusting.
It's not like that at all.
It is like that.
It's not like that because they are not each other's cousins. They're my cousins.
They're technically brother and sister.
No,
legally. Because you're like, I have two cousins. Okay, that's fair. You can say that, right?
Yeah.
You don't specify anything else, and they fuck each other. True? Look into the camera and say, I have two cousins that fuck each other. And then say their name. Because that's all true. That's all correct.
It's missing so much context.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
But it's otherwise correct.
You're trying to like back me into a corner to say this thing that you think that you could like.
I'll even take it one further. I have two cousins.
Yeah.
This is their names. They fuck each other.
You want me to say that?
They had a baby, and the baby's my cousin too. And they kiss the baby.
All normal.
They kiss my other cousin.
Yeah.
I have two cousins that fuck, and they made another cousin of mine, and they kiss each other. Because even if you kiss
just describing a family.
Yeah, but in an interesting way. I'm saying that like
it's not
that's
interesting. It's hateful. Why did you get here? Why are you here suggesting this? You're 40.
Listen, if we're gonna do the you're 40 thing, all my shit's gonna be fucked up. Like nothing I say is right for that age.
Yeah,
but
especially this.
Yeah,
especially this.
Maybe if I was 29, like this person.
Yeah,
consciously single.
Consciously single. Happily single. Mm-hmm. Single and loving it.
Yeah, let us know how that one goes. Mm-hmm. Happily single.
That's right.
Okay, let's happily become single ourselves and stop talking to each other.
I'm into that for the day or forever.
I think forever now.
Good stuff.
Because the whole thing about your kissing cousins kind of freaked me out.
I feel like that's a good name for our GC company, general contracting, and our home building enterprise.
Kissing cousins with 2 Ks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's me and you on the back of like a van,
right?
Necking.
We're both in Kirk Cousins jerseys.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Kirk Cousins and DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, and they're cousins. Yeah.
And it's Kissing Cousins home building.
Is there an amount of money we could pay Kirk or DeMarcus to kiss the other person as a logo for a company? I mean, $1 billion?
Yeah, there's an amount that we could pay them for sure.
Yeah. I just don't know if we'd ever make it back with the Bakersfield thing. Because as we discussed, the flipping houses
that would be the issue.
Yeah.
I think there's a number they'd accept, but us acquiring it and getting it to them would be impossible.
And to be able, we reserve the right to use the image as licensing.
In perpetuity. Yes, it becomes our IP.
And retroactively, all the game footage of yours belong. Yes. All your base belong to us.
Jersey sales. All your base layers belong to us.
Even the Under Armour you wore under your jersey belong to us. All right, so be on the lookout for that too.
Yeah.
And if you have your own questions or theme songs, send them on down to ifireushow@gmail.com.
That's correct.
Running low, need more, send them now.
Want them.
Now. And for more of us, you can watch us on our Patreon, patreon.com/JA. We're checking out classic Jake and Amir episodes.
Damn right.
And just laughing or crying because they're not really our speed anymore.
Definitely that's happened too.
And we'll be back, of course, next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
See y'all in Bakersfield. See y'all online. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Namaste.
Bye.
If I were you, I wouldn't trust what the doctors do. There are things that shrinks can't prove, and there's truths that friends are too scared to tell you. There's calls that helpers won't take it. Sympathy your girl can't fake it. Foreskin woes your mama can't shake. If I were you, I'd mail Amir and Jake. If I were you, I'd mail Amir and Jake. If I were you, I'd mail Amir and Jake.
That was a Headgum original.